For those that rise in this chamber with the audacity to point their fingers at prosecutors, at teachers, at community members as a justification for not voting for these bills, I would say it is time to do our jobs. We have to get this done and protect the children and citizens in our state. Were you listening when the students gathered on the steps of this Capitol and begged us to take action? Were you listening when the moms for decades have been in this building begging us to take action? Were you listening when your coffee hours were flooded, when your offices were flooded, begging to have action taken to protect our children? But I rise not just as the senator from the 35th district, I rise as the mom of 6 children, as a member of a community that have asked me overwhelmingly to go to Lansing and do something about the pervasive issue around gun violence. A couple of things that I think are really important for us to remember. 1 in 3 families with children have at least one gun in the house. I grew up in one of those houses. But it's estimated that we have 22 million children in this country in homes with guns. It is common sense to have a requirement that those guns are stored safely. 3 out of 4 children know where the guns are in the houses that they live in. 1 in 3 of those 22 million children have admitted to handling the gun unsupervised. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, hundreds of children and adolescents' death by firearm could be prevented every year with safe storage practices. There are an estimated 250,000 gun theft incidents every year. The illegal guns on our streets are often there because they were stolen from homes that the guns were not stored and locked away properly. The other piece of it that I would urge folks to consider is the role that firearms play in suicide, in particular adolescent suicide, and the ability in a moment of despair for young children, young adults, to get their hands on a weapon that if had there been some space and some time, they may have reconsidered. It's estimated that 62% of adolescent firearm suicides involve a gun belonging to a family member, and 80% of school shooters, 80% of school shooters under 18 access a firearm from their own home. It is unconscionable for this to be used as a political suicide, while gun violence has become the #1 death of children in our country. We were elected to serve this state, to serve families, and represent our communities to keep them safe. This is common sense, and I urge a yes vote from every member in the chamber today. Thank you.